Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are quickly filling up Alumni Stadium in anticipation of a terrific clash we have ahead. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange, taking on another team from the ACC, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack. And Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. So Syracuse will have some work to do after that short return. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Looking to throw, it's McCord. A strike downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Use the play fake, now to throw. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. Snags it down the right side. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle, it's Pena. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Syracuse. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. An 84-yard drive there, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
7, Boston College, 0.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Boston College's offense will go to work for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollack.
It's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
Looking to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Boston College right back to the line. To the air, it's Castellanos. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Second down coming up. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Ross Simmons. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Orange.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up 14 over Purdue. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him for us. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Caught close to the marker. It's Grobichuk. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
He'll keep it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Boston College wants to play fast. They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's Morales. Tackled, but he has a first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got it in the middle. It's Bradley. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. The throw to the outside is complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. He wants to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch. It's Morales. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Looking to throw on 3rd. Touchdown, Eagles! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement. And listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
This could have the earmarks of a wasted drive if they don't come up with something on second down from the 13. Got it in the middle, it's Morales. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the pass hits, picked off. Trying to take it back. The 30, at the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cuse. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Excellent field position here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it fly. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up 14 over Arkansas State.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Morales.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bond. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Boston College right back to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Morales. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Quick strike complete. Nice move there. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Handoff to the lone back. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. It's complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This Boston College offense has it working.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And the Golden Eagles get it past the sticks. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Bradley. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. They're going to throw it again. Trying to get to him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat. First down here for the offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Quarterback on the keeper. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. With the clock running, this should be the final play. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries. And when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice, because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week to start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.